Greetings to all my fellow Vincentians and the wider world. I am going to continue with part 2 of our diamond drench project that we were deprived of earning $20 million. A new gun range was built in May 2023 at Diamond on the land we had asked Cabinet to sell us to use for washing and storage of the drenched sand. Our company was told by Ms. Hull to ask CWSA for a temporary access road to this land, which was bungry with solid waste. See the letter we sent to CWSA on Monday the 12th of July 2021 asking for temporary use of their public road. They answered the next day on Tuesday the 13th of July 2021. They said no. So we wrote this letter the same day, Tuesday the 13th of July 2021, firstly addressed to the Chief Surveyor at the Land and Surveyor's Office, asking to send the letter to Cabinet for approval for purchasing this land. In the letter, we mentioned the Rifle Association made requests for this land to be surveyed 14 years ago in 2008. We stated we realized that they no longer had any interest in the land because now the Argyle International Airport was completed and in operation. A gun range in that location posed a security risk to plane approaching to land. Then the Chief Surveyor passed our letter to the Cabinet. Our company asked Cabinet to sell us this portion of land to stockpile our drenched sand, wash out the salt with fresh water from the Diamond River, and then sell to the public. Please remember this. The PM, who is the Chairman of Cabinet, and his other members of Cabinet, who only by them can give the right of way to use all government lands in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So they put a gun firing range there to stop our company from getting this land, refusing to sell us the land. Please see proof of land on page 13 in our study. Now see video on May 2023 when Acorn Drench Ship was extracting sand. Now see this same video, a gun shooting range with fresh pile of dirt. The bulldozer tractor for the solid waste at the Diamond site was used in May 2023 to heap this pile of dirt and shape it, as you can see, to shoot live bullets on. And you can see some more dispensed shells from live shooting on this range. And this range that the Prime Minister and the members of Cabinet give the right away to put a firing range. So I'll just take the camera, I'll just lift the camera that you can see the firing range. That's it in our view. That's the firing range that the Prime Minister and his members of Cabinet given the right away to have live practicing, learning to shoot on this firing range, and just above it, yards above it, international airlines are making their final approach to land at the Argyle International Airport. So I'll just turn the camera to the left as I try to stand still and show you where the planes go into land. So that's where the planes go into land, just on that area there. If you can see clearly, you can see the lights that the plane will use as a guide to land. And as I bring the camera around to my left, you can see the Kings Hill Forest here. Kings Hill Forest. Alright. So I'll just go back this side. So, and try to get again firing range. So, right just yards above here is where international planes fly in, full with passengers.
going to land at the Argyle International Airport.
Now, see international airlines full with passengers passing right there, just yards away, making their final approach to land at the Argyle International Airport.
You'll see in the view, the Amerijet is approaching to land at the Argyle International Airport. I'm on a hill just behind the landfill. And if you can see, that's a plane in the view there. That's a plane in the view. And if you can see, just below the plane, you can see a pile of dirt that is put there for the Rifle Association. Right, there we are. I had the plane. All right, that's the Rifle Association. The government gave them the right away to, Amerijet is going in, to practice shooting live ammunition in this location where planes are approaching to go and land at the Argyle International Airport. This is Tuesday, the 6th of June, 2023. Look at the shooting range, and look at the plane just above the shooting range. Look at the plane just above the shooting range. That's JetBlue going in to land at the Argyle International Airport. Just below here, just below there, you can see the firing range as Virgin Atlantic. Today is the 5th of October 2025, approximately 10 minutes to 3 o'clock. Virgin Atlantic, as I continue to go left, turn the camera left, is making an approach now to go and to land at the Argyle International Airport.
This decision by the PM is a dangerous and reckless one, endangering all the lives of passengers. If this is known by all airline companies, Sandals Hotel and all other hotels, Vincentians flying into our airport in St. Vincent and the Grenadines will be greatly alarmed. So it seems the same Argyle International Airport the PM boasted about building, he do not mind jeopardizing the airport. The only reason this was done was to stop the Allstone Products Company Limited from getting this portion of government land to stockpile our drenched sand. I hope you can clearly see to what extent these people have gone in doing these wickedness against their own people. And then the PM went to UN on Friday, the 26th of September 2025. In his speech, he said, Vincentians are genius.
Our people's resilience, creativity, and disciplined endeavors have been a marvel to behold. This is a testimony to our people's genius and the coming to the fore of our people's hidden rationalities.
In this study, you will clearly see we have solved the problem that the government was pleading for private investors to come forward and get involved in providing crushed stone and sand for our construction industry in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Their hitherto submerged resources and abilities, a renaissance of their spirit, and the reaffirmation of the idea of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
He said, the hottest place in hell is for the Prime Minister of Israel.
A member of this august body act with such impunity against defenseless men, women, and children. Surely, the hottest part of hell is reserved for those perpetrators of genocide and those who are complicit in it.
I wonder if you never read this Bible passage. 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 10, King James Version, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunken, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of God. Also in Revelation chapter 20, verse 8, King James Version, I quote, shall have their part in the lake which burn with fire and brimstone. It seems like you have committed yourself to join the Israel Prime Minister at the hottest place of hell too. Sad, you made that decision for yourself, PM. Now remember, we are giving you 100% truth. Come and see for yourself. The gun shooting range at Diamond, it is still in use. Drive down to the landfill main gate. Before you enter the main gate, turn left, walk up that small incline, look straight ahead of you. You will see 100% proof of this gun shooting range. I hope you get to see it before they send someone to move their wicked tracks. But not from my God, who is looking out for our company. Our company never did this man anything wrong. All we did was to answer the call his government made.
The government is not going to be buying and selling sand. We're staying out of that, leaving it for the private sector.
That call in February 11, 2019 to private investors and to come and find the sand. And measures was put in place to destroy every trace of our project. On page 4 of our project, we point out in that same study that we will like to commence operation in July 2021. So this is our final information. Prime Minister, as Chairman of Cabinet, and all your members of Cabinet, you all could have saved yourselves from this embarrassment. You brought this on your own selves. If you all did the just and right thing, which the Prime Minister often called for in many of his speech. His favorite Bible quote from Micah chapter 6 verse 8, he quotes, "The Lord asks us to be just with our fellow men," which you all know it was the right thing to do because it was right in front of your eyes. The Allstone Company Products Limited application came for your approval since Wednesday the 7th of April 2021. It was sent for your cabinet approval. Our study from Diamond to Black Point in Georgetown, but you all refused to give us approval. Instead, we find 100% proof that information copied from out of our study, photos and GPS exact location under the ocean floor of Diamond and Argyle. These appeared in Acon's study and they were given approval on Thursday, the 19th of August 2022, stamped and signed by the Physical Planning Board Secretary. So again, our company found 100% proof, PM. Was this the reason why you and your members of cabinet refused to give us back our documents of our study when we asked the planning board for them on the morning of Monday the 4th of October 2021? I was told by Ms. Hull that we cannot get our documents back. Now one can clearly see who applied first. 17 months before. See and compare the day, the month and the year. Our final advice to the Prime Minister, Ralph Gonsalves, you love to be on the front page, so I will put you on there. In your speech at the United Nations on Friday the 26th September 2025, you made another call once again for reparation, as you have justly done on numerous occasions. I would like to believe that those in Europe, North America, and England who have all enslaved our foreparents are compiling the years and decades in parts of the Caribbean and the other parts of the world, the financial costs they have to pay. We see it is taking them a long time. So now, PM, those who owe our foreparents are looking at you to be a good example for them. When you pay our company the $20 million plus interest, and to those at Acon, you have seen all the true evidence our company presented. Our company rights were stolen and sold to you, so you will have to pay compensation to our company. When you and your cabinet members started the process which led to information being taken from our project study, it was from April 7, 2021 up to 19th of August 2022. You gave Akon the approval to drench the sand our company found, so your period for reparation is just within 5 years ago. They are watching to get a good example from you, PM, to repay what was stolen from our company. Now, if you do not pay our company, then all the countries, people in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and the Caribbean and abroad will know that you, PM, will be denying us getting the reparation we deserve. This will be on your shoulders. You are the one who lifted it up by yourself and put it on your shoulders. Are you still going to call for reparation for our people? I hope you pay yours first, PM. If not, please never open your mouth again to say you are calling for reparations for your people. It will prove to us that you do not like to treat your own people justly, like you keep saying this is what the Lord is telling you to do. As you quote from the Bible of the book of Micah 6:8, King James Version, you quote, "What doeth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly and to love mercy," end of quote. If you, PM, do not fulfill those, it means you cannot be trusted anymore. My listening audience may ask this question to me. If I took this company matter to our lawyers, this is my answer to you. We took this matter to 4 different law firms. I will refresh your memory. Do you remember when the female officer accused the Prime Minister of raping her and she lodged her complaint and her lawyers lodged her case in court on January 31st and an order was issued for Prime Minister Gonsalves to appear 3 weeks later? The case was nulli pros when DPP Williams intervened 4 days later, and that woman was blocked from having her case going to our court here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Is this nulli pros still in place? Maybe. That's why we discover our 4 different law firms refuse to take our matter to court. Please remember, this is a case against the Prime Minister and his members of cabinet. Just like how the police woman never had her case heard in our courts. Very sad.
There's a question. You say sorry about that and you sort that out. But that is not the way the ULP operates generally. And if you make a mistake, you have to be a big man, a big woman, and say sorry about that. And you sort it out.
Funny how they say we never invented anything, but they keep hiding the real proof. You ever heard of Ned? No surprise if you haven't. They made sure you wouldn't. Ned was enslaved in Mississippi when he invented the cotton scraper, a tool that made harvesting cotton twice as fast. White farmers called it revolutionary, but Ned couldn't patent it, because under the law, he didn't even own his own ideas. Here's where it gets disgusting. His slave owner tried to claim the invention as his, filed the paperwork, tried to take the credit. And when the cotton scraper started spreading across the South, white farmers made fortunes, while Ned stayed in chains, erased, unheard, unpaid. How many black minds built America's wealth while being treated like property? How many inventions are we still using without knowing who really created them? And how many times do they get away with stealing, then rewriting the story?
So our company invited God to be our witness for us, represent the truth of our case. Since our case cannot be heard in a courtroom of about 15 to 20 persons, well, they asked for a bigger audience so we give the truth to the world at large. Thank you very much.